Good morning, children. Today I am going to teach you lesson of history class 9th, socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. So what was this Russian Revolution? What does it mean? The fall of the monarchy in February 1917 and the events of October Revolution together is generally known as a Russian Revolution. So how did this happen in Russia? What was the economic, political and social condition in Russia that led to the revolution? So we should know the empire extent of the Russia in 1914. So the Russia was ruled at the time by Tsar Nicholas II and it's an empire. So what was the empire? It consisted not only the areas around the Moscow, but also it consisted the present day countries like Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Belarus and parts of Poland. So vast empire, the people they had majority of the religion was Russian Orthodox Christianity, but the empire also included Catholics, Protestants, Muslims and the Buddhist, etc. What was the economy at that time and the society? The 80% were the agriculturalists. It means the majority of the population was doing the occupation of agriculture to earn their livelihood, but this percentage was more as comparison to the France and Germany, where the percentage was 40 and 50%. These agriculturists were able to grow the crops for their own needs, as well as Russia was an exporter of grains. Industries also grew in Russia, that particularly the industrial regions were St. Petersburg and Moscow. Many factories were set up in 1890s with the expansion of the railways and increase in the foreign investment, which led to the increase in the production of coal and iron and steel. But these industries were mostly owned by the industrialists. Clear? Now these industrialists were the main of the profit making. So the government supervised these industries to ensure the minimum wages to the workers and the working conditions. But the inspectors, those who were visiting these industries, were failed to check all them, as in the industries workers were asked to work for 15 hours as comparison to 10 to 12 hours, and they were living in the dormitories. Accommodation was from rooms to dormitories. The workers, they were divided by the skill. A worker working in a metal industry considered himself as an aristocrat, because these workers, they needed more training and skills. The women made up the 30% of the factory labor force, but were paid very less than men. Workers, they formed their associations to help themselves. Okay, it means helping at the time of the financial hardships or at the time of the unemployment. These workers, they did unite to strike the work as well. For example, in the textile industry 1896 to 1897 and in the metal industry during 1902. Now these workers in the countrysides, the peasants, they also became a part of the revolution, because they were the people who were cultivating the land, most of the land, but the land was belonging to whom? The nobility, the crown and the Orthodox church, because they were the owners of the larger properties. Now what the peasants they wanted that the land of these nobles should be given to them, and they were divided. They were deeply religious and had no respect for the nobles, wanted the land of the nobles to be given to them, refused to pay the rents and even murdered the landlords. These peasants, they were different from the other European peasants in another way, that they pooled their land together periodically, and the commune or the mir, they divided among themselves according to the individual family needs. So how was the growth of socialism in Russia? That, as you know, before 1914, what happened in Russia? All the political parties were illegal. So the party which was formed in Russia at the time was the Russian Social Democratic Workers' Party in 1908. But according to the 1898, but according to the government policies, all the parties were illegal, it set up its newspaper, mobilized the opinion and held the strike. But in the countryside, the peasants or the workers were very active. What they wanted, now they wanted that the movement should be not only in the hands of the workers but should be in the hands of the peasants, because they thought when they are pooling their land periodically among themselves, now in this way they are becoming the natural socialist. So the movement should be hand of the peasants. These people in the countryside, they formed another organization or association, that was known as a Socialist Revolution Party in 1900. Now what happened? They demanded the rights for the peasants, land of the nobles to be given to them, and better for their betterment. Now it led to confusion between both the parties, and the party was divided on the basis of strategy of the organization between two parts. One was led by the Lenin, okay, that was the Bolshevik group, and wanted that the party should be disciplined and should control the number and quality of its members. But the others were the Mensheviks. What did they think? They thought that the party should be open to all, as in Germany. So what was the 1905 revolution? I will be teaching you in the next module. Till then, thank you and stay blessed.